Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Andalusia. EU4 with me, your host, Luckymarine. I'm having a brilliant day today because pressed the wrong button. Pressed the wrong button. That meant that I think I've gone about 5 months, maybe 6 months. I don't know. Something like that. Without you actually getting involved, which obviously is fairly terrible. So, let me catch up on what happened. So we left off, and Fez wasn't as attached to my face here, and we'd been beaten in, I think it was Cena, and we were retreating away. We retreated away, we linked up with the Pheasant stack. We ended up being a stack of about 30, 35, maybe 40-ish thousand. And we've just been stood around here waiting for the Marmolets to come back and then fighting them on Cairo. I wonder, you can't sort this into date and time and... No. You can't even sort it by score. You can't even sort it by result. You can't sort any of these. Brilliant. Thanks, Paradox. Why bother having it as something that you can... I'm getting wound up. I'm getting wound up, and it's been 2 days since I played this. Don't get wound up. Hoosa. Hoosa. I'm good. I'm alright. But why have it click if it's not going to do anything? Stop. Right. So Savoy and Britain were up here. We grouped up the stack that was messing around in Iberia. Not bothered taking this back because it shows superiority war isn't about the forts that you hold. It's about the fights that you have. We have shown superiority. We had a couple of fights against both Savoy and Britain on Paris itself. I was trying to keep France in the fight. He's already at low. I don't really want him piecing out on his own. Let's see. Is there a Paris here somewhere? Show me a Paris. There we go. 2 fights in Paris. We won the both fairly resoundingly. That was quite a close one, but we won. Again, I think Savoy then split off and did his own thing. Britain came back and we spanked Britain again. We're currently, well, that's Britain moving away from his previous spanking. We're now heading off into Iberia, which is where Savoy has decided to send his troops. So, fun times. I mean, we're not far away from piecing out. A couple more ticks, and that'll be us, White Peace. White Peace will be a 5-year truce. 5-year truce would allow us to get into Marmolux just that little bit earlier. However, if we can get a foothold in Great Britain, that would help a hell of a lot. So, I think there are 2, I think these islands here, we might be able to take these islands. Maybe. That's about it. Everything else is going to be within distance of a fort. But anyway, caught up. Let's go. Oh, how close are we anyway? Yeah, we're a tick away. And we're taking in the right direction anyway. Good stuff. So we'll head... Oh, you're just going to stand there. Let's try and cut them off. I think I know where they're going. Maintain with France for the moment. Cut you off from trying to get away. And then come and get you. Are we going to get you? 2nd, 30th? Yeah, you're dead. We're just... he's alright. In terms of morale, he's pretty good. He's got full Elan plus army tradition. Yeah, it's alright. He's gone defensive as well. Savoy's picked up... Has he picked up defensive? Where's he got full Elan from? Where have you got full Elan from? Savoy. Full alarm plus 15%. That might be just a one-off modifier that Savoy's picked up. Interesting. Anyway, should be a relatively easy fight. Oh, there we go. We will actually, whilst we're here, whilst we're grouped up, let's go and unsiege Castilian stuff. France can deal with this for a while. And a successful conversion. Excellent. There you go. Where are we going? That place. Do that. How much corruption do we have? None. We could, if we wanted to. Oh, and I've spent some money as well. Spent money on frivolous things such as trade depots, a couple of manufacturers, a couple of workshops. With the trade depots, we have just popped up to, well, the trade depot from the marketplace, and they're quite costly, but it just solidifies your grasp on the trade network. We do have quite a good grasp on Sevilla. Things that come into Sevilla, there's only about 4 ducats or so that actually escape our clutches into downstream into Genoa itself, which is pretty good. I mean, we have 29% of the trade power in Genoa. It won't take much for us to shuffle things around and then end up having Genoa as our end node. 29% of 25 ducats at the moment. We could dump another 50 ducats on top of that, but I think 85% of almost 50 ducats is better than. I don't know if I put our ships there as well. We might be able to get about 40%. I think it's better than 40% of what, about 70-ish ducats. Maybe. I don't want these people that are collecting in Genoa to steal my hard-earned ducats from all our production that we've built up in the Sevilla node. So France is going to take some of his forts back. He should pop back up to medium. He should do. Yeah, he's only at -1. He should pop back up to medium. We're ticking the right way anyway. We're good. We're good. Take that back from Castile. So take white piece, but I would like something, and you would allow me to have that. We can't take anything else. I very much doubt we can take anything else because we've got the modifier demanding Sutherland without occupying any fort in the area. I did have a look at Ireland as well, because there's only 1 fort in Ireland, but apparently that 1 fort in Ireland is enough. No matter what you try to take, to have a local fort. Yeah, local fort. Which is taking the piss a little bit. I don't know where the local fort is to Tyrone unless they're counting West March. What about Cornwall? Can I get away with Cornwall? No, still 1,000. So we're relegated to taking an island or 2. And of the 2 of them, this island might be a little bit better, just because it's not going to take long to get from the Inner Hebrides onto the main island. I don't really want to be messing about with the British fleet. Anyway. Might take war ups as well. No, it's just going to lengthen the peace deal. That's just going to lengthen the peace deal, isn't it? I also thought about releasing Scotland and then feeding Scotland all of his cores back, but Scotland doesn't really have any cores anymore. It's got a few, but whilst England was eating Scotland, he must have made him revoke quite a few of his cores. So just that gives us a 6-year peace deal. Go on then. I mean, we could take more, but it just locks us into a longer peace deal because we can't separately piece out the Mamluks. Mamluks is a now very new expansion that I want to get into pretty quickly. But that's 6 years worth. Oh well. Fine. Done, done, and done. That should never have popped. No, we were waiting on Mamluks, weren't we? We were waiting on getting into the Mamluks. Plus, I wasn't going to declare war on Great Britain. It's too far away, too isolated. We didn't have the foothold that we now have, thankfully. Right, grab my troops. Where we come? It might be worth getting into Africa now. Consolidating the rest of this, the rest of this. What truces do we have? Mali in 26. That must have been a long truce. What else have we got? Fedden is about halfway done. We do have a claim on Mali. We have claims on Savoy that we've just been at war with. We have a claim on Naples. Naples that took out the Pope, man. Naples, why did you take out the Pope? Right. Well, Naples is dealing with things. Naples, who is allied with Dithmarschen and Savoy. Ooh. That could drag us back to war with Savoy. And I wouldn't mind that, actually. We do have a lot of aggressive expansion over here. Well, we have a little bit. But not with anyone that counts. If I go to war with you for Napoli, Dithmarschen and Savoy come in. We could get access through France. We could push Savoy out very quickly. We could limit what Naples does just by the virtue of our fleet. Okay, we'll do that. Keep our troops up. I'll do for the moment. What am I doing with my people? One person at least on outrage countries. 2 base power. Money for 2 base power? I will take that. Shouldn't take long to get Savoy out. He's already been spanked once. Oh, run popped out again. Right, declare war for Napoli, but really we'll be taking the islands down here. Do not have claims on them. Or did the claims drop off? Maybe we didn't have claims on them. Another part of our mission tree. Mission tree, mission list, mission doodahs. Retake Sicily. Event Emirate of Sicily happens. I wonder if that's just a random tag that pops out of us. That'd be interesting. Right. Okay. Naples. Declare war to you for Napoli. Brings in Dithmarschen and Savoy. Try and mop up their fleet. Ask France if he would be so kind as to let us through his land. And away we go. And go after the Napolish. Neapolitan. Napolish. Go after the Neapolitan fleet. If we can. Ooh, there's a lot of them. 3.6, 3.6. Oh, I lost my flagship as well. Lost my flagship to a British fleet out here. We won the engagement, but we lost our flagship. Something I should look to get back, probably. We do have Morale of the Navy's go. I think he's 75% off. Yeah, level 3 for just 4.5 decades. 75% off. Oh, we are rolling like a fat man. No. That's horrific. That was horrific. Okay. Mop that up. Leave the cannons behind. Let's have you lot move on. In fact, leave half the mercs. Half those cannons come with us. With the other half of the mercenaries. And you sit somewhere in between. If you don't mind. Oh, hello. Random music. Upgrade that one ship. We'll grab. We might have to grab an admiral actually. Thinking about it. But you're gonna have to sort your life out. Transports. No one of those transports. Coming for me? Yep. Okay. And Death Martian is off to Milan's. That's okay though. That's alright. We'll focus on Savoy. We'll get him out. It'll be a few ships out as well. How many people are we up against that? It's nothing. It's nothing. Savoy's already down to medium. All I want from Savoy in the piece out is enforced military access, so we can walk all the way through to Naples itself. That'll be it. Yeah. Take his capital, that's about it. That's all we need. Should be all we need, I hope. Then we'll round on Death Martian, we'll just get him out of the way. Jump onto him. Make him poop himself. Make him run back up to a giant Death Martian, actually. You must be allied with Bohemia. Yep. In order to take all of this, he has to be allied with Bohemia, who is the leader of the HRE at the moment. Who's fighting here? No. Britain versus the Commonwealth. Attack against Norway in Swedish conquest of Akershus. Allied with Norway? Allied with Norway. Alright, that might be enough to get Savoy out. It is. And that's all I need. That's all I need, that's all I want as well. Taking too much land off, so I'd love to get Genoa off him. It would be brilliant to get Genoa off him. However, lots and lots of people would absolutely shit their pants. So, we won't. We'll make it a short truce. Yeah, it's not going to take long. Send that demand. Away you go. I will stack you. No, don't go alone. I don't know where the Naples, well, how many troops Naples has, although I can see here. 20,000 infantry, 2,000, that's, he's got some weird numbers. He's got some weird numbers as if he's taking attrition somewhere. How weird, how bizarre. Also, merchants. Can I get you to draft ships for war? Might already be doing that actually. I might have already asked them for ships for war. Yeah, looks like they're getting popped out here. Alright, good. Good, that'll replace some of the heavy ships that we lost. You're going to get trapped behind that. And you've got a route all the way back to this Martian. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. And Dongo have insulted us. Couple of more takes. Where are you going with troops on board? I bet he's off to Africa. It felt like, when I was looking through here, it felt like they were taking attrition. The type of attrition that either being in a province that can't hold them, or on a ship. Looks like they were on a ship the entire time. So I think we're probably safe. In fact, you're a siege stack, go straight down to Napoli. You're afloat. Don't go there just yet. Yeah, don't go there just yet. One more ticket and we'll smash into the 16 stack. That should be enough for you. If not, we've got extra people coming in. That's enough. Good. That's a siege stack. I want straight into Napoli, and we will move on. Where have you gone? Where has Napoli gone? He had 22 troops on that transport. No idea where he's gone. Somewhere exciting, hopefully. Can we get there soon? Before they get too much morale. Yep. Now I need to squish his. Leave one. We'll leave one person here to retain this siege progress. Because we... Excuse me? Have you suddenly... Okay, alright, fair enough. We'll track you. Oh, Flanders. I couldn't even... Yep, I'll accept the knowledge sharing. That was weird, that. We should have been able to retain that 0% siege progress. It says 0%, it wasn't really 0. It was advanced siege progress, and suddenly we didn't have it anymore. How weird. You can have money. We will send you down to Messina. Oh, you're going all the way off to this Martian, aren't you? Nope, he's going right there. Squish. Squish. Why did you... Okay. Well, let's not question it too much. We'll chuck you into a siege of the Messina port, which is in the Straits of Messina. And we have called the Hebrides. Good. You continue, you continue, you continue, and you. I'll just mop up these one stacks. Done. Done. They might be mercenaries. by the speed that they popped out. No, use caution. You two spread about. You two spread out a little bit. That should be that siege almost done. Excellent. And mop the rest up. That should be Naples done. Good. Not so good. But he's never going to get through. He's never going to get through that siege before I've taken all this land. It's cheaper in peace deal if you actually have the land under your control. So I'm going to need this. Ooh, that's a lot. No, it's not. No, it's not. We can wrap up Mali. We can wrap up at Benin. We can wrap up at Congo. Savoy, Naples. I have a truce with Great Britain. I have a truce with Papal State. Well, Papal State is brand new. It's only just popped out. Get rid of all of that. And that will do for the moment. I don't need your money. It just costs us inflation. Okay. Fine. Attack you. Legalism. All of that legalism, thank you. All provinces in the Sicily area need to be called. Right. So I'll grab these calls. We're going to have 47% of the Genoa node. And arguably we don't have good core Genoan trade provinces, such as Provence, such as Genoa, Lucca, Pisa, Roma itself, Napoli for that matter. Even with the peripheral stuff, we have almost half of the trade there, which is pretty good actually. Right. We'll keep Messina up. It's a fort in the mountains. It's a really good place. That's why I wanted to get across the Straits of Messina quickly. Whilst he'd already shattered. Just because it can be really, really difficult to fight across the strait into mountains. How do I get on here? We could have picked up military tech, I suppose. But nearly got the institution. We'll transport our dudes over to Africa and we'll get rid of... Oh, hello. More legalism? Don't need more legalism. I could do with more legalism. I could drop down... to 49. And then bump back up by 15. Or take advantage of the 10% discount to tech. Might be worth getting a loan here. Yep. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Grab the most ridiculous loan ever, just to get an extra couple of 100 ducats, so I can embrace that institution, because it spawned in a stupid place. So they can grab these techs with a 10% discount for being full legalismed. And then we're going to debase our currency for 1,000 ducats. 1,000 ducats. Basically the cost of a loan, right? Debase our currency. Gives us 2 corruption. We then pay off that 2 corruption. Let's see how much of an effect it's going to have, right? So, let's do it by the pictures. So, the green line here is between the sacks, if you will. If we now debase our currency, gets rid of the 2 corruption that we've just picked up. So it's 1,000 ducats for free. Drops us back down to 49 piety, which only gives a 4.9 discount to tech. Maybe it needs a tick to register the discount. Anyway, we then deny the unity of being, which should bump us back up a little bit. I'll repay that loan. Alright, so it was a bit of a roundabout way, but we've got tech for a discount, grabbed a loan, paid the loan back immediately with a little bit extra on top. We're taking advantage of the discounts that high legalism have given us. Anyway, almost have gone bankrupt. Okay, we are close. Are we close enough yet? No, we're not close enough. Right. Swap out our dudes. And we'll grab quality, I think. No, offensive for the siege ability. For the siege ability and for the discipline. By the bar indeed. And we can immediately start pumping military points into that group at a discount of what, sorry? Minus 10% there, minus 10% there, so 20% discount. Excellent. Ottomans are well into the Mamluks, but it was to be expected. Surprised they left it that long. We'll take our trade ships out. We'll have them protect trade in the Ivory Coast. How many transports do we have? 20. We should be making a little bit more because we were spending about 20 ducats on diplomatic expenses. We're spending 20 ducats on the knowledge sharing, which I'd have liked that to carry on for a little bit longer, but we couldn't really do that. We couldn't wait around, I should say. Right, just transport all of you across the sea. We'll rush down towards Benin, declare war directly into Benin. We do have, or we will have a claim. Is that 9 dev? Yeah, 9 dev. What's your capital? 6 dev. So why have you not picked Zazu as a capital? Must have stolen that off somebody else. 9 dev. Try to fabricate on the highest dev provinces that you can, just because makes it cheaper to go. Also, it means that in the peace deal, you're not paying through the nose in terms of diplo points. Who are you? Utrecht. What line ever? Yeah, I'm a heavies. Right. So we'll get our peoples into place, and then I think that will be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for you not seeing the entirety of it, but that's how it goes. I was having a terrible day. And I obviously clicked the wrong button. Which I think I might have streamed it instead of recording it. Oh. Good. Well, away you go. What are we back up to? 11 heavies. Yeah, we lost a few heavies in that engagement, didn't we? Also lost a few heavies to Britain. Let's build another flagship. We go with entire fleet morale, fleet engagement width, what else? I want the modifiers that are going to affect the entire fleet, not just one ship. Movement speed. I think. Yeah, movement speed. It can be called the NASA. Why not? Now, when our truce with Britain has run out, we'll want to have packed the Inner Hebrides with troops and be able to hold the North Channel for long enough to get our troops from the Inner Hebrides onto the mainland. Once we're onto the mainland, we can do stuff, but until we get there, then we could end up, if our fleet gets engaged and loses, then we could have our entire armies just stuck on the Inner Hebrides, and that would be silly. Mamluks in 26, Britain in 26. Yeah, we're gonna have to focus on Britain. So we've got 3 years to get through Benin. Benin and Congo. Congo. Allied with Benin, but also allied with Yaka. Unconcerned of either of you. So if I declare war into you and bring Congo as a co-belligerent, that would be okay. And our breaker will chuck you through Benin itself, walk you all the way down to Congo. Right. Recruitment time? Why not? We're well ahead of time in terms of military tech. I'll have free merchant. Where have I got free merchant from? From here. Yep, global trade. It's an extra merchant. Also have all our buildings finished. Couple of manufactories, so all of our trade buildings have been upgraded. 62 ducats from trade, not bad. This is fairly even actually. Usually you'll make quite a bit more from trade than either taxation or production, but this is fairly even. Shows you just how much we've focused into where we put our production buildings. Come. Right. So that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Next episode we will be getting into Benin. We'll bring in Congo as a co-belligerent. That'll bring in Yaka, but I'm unconcerned about that. Let's have Supply network being built there. You come back from Benin because that's not required. You come back from Congo because that's not required. And we're hanging on. We're hanging on to the French alliance by our fingertips. I don't think it's going to last that long. I'm hoping when the Holy Roman Empire ends up in the big religious war, as soon as it kicks off and France is involved, we break our alliance with him. I hope that that war lasts at the very least 5 years. If it does, then we can get into France, probably at a point where he hasn't been able to pick up anyone else, and we'll immediately take his southern coast, and then probably use that as a springboard to move our trade capital. We'll see. We will see. The rest isn't too bad. But Luckymarine, as always, you have been amazing. Join me next time for more with Andalusia. We're in the age of absolutism, of course. So we're trying to get bits and pieces of absolutism. However, my engine for generating absolutism isn't here. But we can still pick up the harsher treatment. I mean, we're rolling in military points. You can already see. Well ahead of time. And we're just blasting through the military ideas. Here, really, really quickly, we've spent a lot of points just deving up. Which you can see by the fact that we're almost 1,000 dev on top of the next. I'd say the next. About 500 above me. But yeah, the Ottomans are in this war going to end up picking up a proper border with us. So it'll be fight to Great Britain, fight to the Mamluks, and then that brings us around to a fight into the Ottomans. The Ottomans have whom as an enemy? Myself, the Marmadukes, and France. That's not good. Have Mayofa as a rival, but you also have the Ottomans. Fair enough. We don't have a border just yet, but I think that's just a matter of time. We could take the Ottomans. We could take the Ottomans. He's obviously gone quantity. Yeah, he's gone quantity. He's pumped out 60 units of mercenaries, which means his professionalism must be in the toilet. In terms of professionalism, the Ottomans have more professionalism than us. Maybe the Ottomans had those mercenaries all along. I don't know. Do we not have rivals? Why have I not sent rivals? Why has no one told me about this? I do leave it late to send rivals, just because the game will react to you setting your rivals. Yeah, I need to bump up the siege ability. Hence the reason why taking quality. How are you so good? Ottomans, what have you done? What have you picked up? Innovative, offensive, quantity. Offensive quantity. Offensive quantity, and yet you've still got a good amount of morale. Where have you picked that morale up from? In order to have this level of morale, you'd think they'd at least gone defensive. Can't be a Miltech ahead of me. No. Same Miltech. Last time I checked, the Ottomans didn't have morale as part of their makeup. No. They have discipline, not morale. Okay, anyway, weird. I'll have to look into that. But Luckymarine, as always, you'll have an amazing job next time, where we get into Benin, who would be the type of person who would join a coalition. We'll make sure that they never do. Same with Congo. We'll make Congo a co-belligerent, and we will make sure that that they never join a coalition. Grab these cores. We'll find out what the Emirate of Sicily is. It's gonna be fun times. Until then, do take care.